Guys, you already know what time it is. Pre-release has just hit for Realm of the Gods. I want to thank my LGS. I want to thank the guys that play at the LGS and the guys that support our channel here. We managed to grab a few boxes per person, and the LGS allowed us to keep it as a sealed case so we could give you a case analysis of Realm of the Gods. Guys, if we get a God Rare, it's already going in the title. You already know that it's definitely going to be shown off, so hit that subscribe button, leave a comment on any questions that you may have that we haven't answered in the video, and let's get straight into this bad boy to analyze what we have in a sealed case of Realm of the Gods. The hard part has been done, and you can probably tell by the title that we are super hyped for this set, and we are super hyped because, as you all know, there was a chance to obviously pull a God Rare, which they announced, and none other than me. I mean, it was meant to be, guys. It was meant to be. We've got the bad boy in our possession. I'm going to get a close-up of that later on, but let me tell you, this thing is something different in terms of our quality. And we also pulled a secondary SCR, of course, from a case. Guys, leave your guesses down below on what the secondary SCR is. I will go look into these a bit more detail once we go through the set itself and go through some of the ratios that we've noticed in this case as well. So I'll start with some of the cards and then just talk through them as well. So SPR, Kusu. I actually really like the Angel rares, well, the Angel cards, but the SPR variants, I think they look gorgeous. I think they're really, really nice. The question is obviously how much are they going to get played to really notice that as well. Here we have the SPR variant of the rare cards that were included as SPR variants now, for that max rarity goodness. It kind of feels a bit weird because it's hard to really tell sometimes that these are actually SPRs versus SRs. Like, this is like an SR itself, right? Here we got Hit, and like, yeah, he's got a little bit of gold. Like, he doesn't obviously have as much gold as like the SPR Black Kamehameha, but you know, sometimes we couldn't really tell if it was an SR and SPR. Like, it was kind of just like you had to kind of look at it again, and if you knew the artwork, then you'd be able to tell. But couple of key factors in a case now as well. 5 SRs in a box, 2 SPRs in a box, plus the box topper, which can be an SPR or an SR variant. Again, there's the SPR rare, Beerus Destroys. Like I said, you really can't tell half the time if it is like an SPR. It's just got more gold on it now. There are no textures again on the SPRs. On the backgrounds themselves, they sometimes have a bit of texture in terms of like trying to show off, like, I guess, the muscles in Goku and like Jiren fighting and stuff like that. That's where I noticed it the most. But apart from that, you can kind of just tell more gold means higher rarity. Easy way to distinguish it that I found. We also noticed there is now no more God box. There is one God pack again. So if you get the God pack out of your case, it doesn't necessarily mean anymore that you're gonna have the SCR in there. Obviously, don't forget this is a small sample size still, but that's what we obviously found based on this case itself. Champa, box topper, and also I'm not sure if this was intentional or if it was just maybe the way that the luck worked. The SPRs that I really wanted to get the most of, which would be the Black Kamehameha, and also the the trunks, the black trunks SPR, and also his attack SPR variant of the SR, of the rare. I'm pretty sure it was like one of each. Considering that in a case you're meant to get, you know, let's say 14 SPRs as a guarantee, and then box toppers on top. Now that they have so many more SPRs, I think the SPR ratio went up by 4 and the SR ratio went down by 4. It is harder to hit playsets and harder to hit the SPRs that you want, but it's easier to get playsets of the SRs. I'm sure that was their consensus in designing this way. And also, now that there is only one God Pack in a box, obviously having that secondary God Pack was also to help you get, you know, an additional SPR and an additional SRs. They've changed the ratio of the God Pack as well. So the God Pack is now 8 foils and 3 SRs. No SPR anymore. So not only did they make the God Pack less, instead of 2 in a case, there's now 1 in a case. And that God Pack is less of a God Pack, really. Like, it was pretty underwhelming to get 3 SRs and 8. I keep saying 9, but the packs are 11, aren't they? I'm pretty sure there's 11 cards in a pack. So it was 3 SRs and the rest of them were foils. I'm just going to say it that way, just in case I am getting my information mixed up. This is the SPR red version of the rare card. So you can kind of see on Jiren's body, you know, they've outlined it with more gold. You've got it on Goku as well. You can kind of see the detail that they've kind of put into the SPRs as well. So a little bit more detail, but that's how you're gonna kind of distinguish it. It kind of looks like through this sleeve that there is a bit of texture in the background, but it's just the way that the foiling is, unfortunately. Still, the cards look really nice. Like, it is still such a hype set. But yeah, a bit of a letdown in terms of that. I can't remember if we've actually already seen this one or not. I feel like I have actually. Maybe I only shown off the SPR hit and not the SR. I'm just going to continue to kind of go through these. I thought I kind of just put aside one of each. Yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty sure this must be it. I mean, I've probably seen them for so long that I don't even know what I have shown off and what I haven't shown off at this stage. But yeah, this is a sample size from a sealed case as well. So, you know, obviously rates will probably be the same, but the actual cards that you get will be different. I think this is absolutely stunning artwork. I really like some of the angels and their SPR variants, especially Kusu. This one is one of my favorite artworks from this set, that's for sure. A lot of good cards in this set. That is a really nice card as well. They've obviously kept the half-half, which we would have seen from the reveals anyway. Nothing really shocking there. But yeah, 2 SCRs a case again. God Pack down to 1. God Pack only having 3 SRs now, no SPRs. A foil in every pack as well. Some packs that had SPRs didn't have a foil in front of them. Not sure if that's design choice or that's just that it was lucky. It didn't really mean anything in terms of like if we were going to get something good in the box itself. That's about it. Like, that's usually what people were asking for. Obviously, we did hit the God Rare itself, but before I jump into the detailed look of the God Rare, the secondary SCR, I will go into clearer detail with this one as well, guys. I hope you got your guesses in because we are about to reveal it. And it is none other than Supreme Kai of Time Brainwashed. I don't really see it through the top loader itself, so I've already stickied these to make sure that I can get them out easily. I'm going to bring her out of her sleeve. Nice. I'm just going to show off the detail that they've put into SCRs again. There you go. So a lot of gold. There seems to be this new pattern of big gold chunks which are very obviously easily scratched, easily damaged, so you just got to be very, very careful with this. You can see the gold foiling and the gold texture all around the body, all around the artwork. That's the level of texture that, you know, we're gonna stop at, right? Like, we're gonna get it inside the gold itself, but we're not gonna get it in the background image or anything like that as well. So on the design itself, like, obviously that's what we're looking at, really nicely centered as well. I'm not sure if, you know, they've just improved the quality of printing, because the SCRs that I've got from the past set or two, they look really, really nice in terms of centering. I'm not sure, like I said, if they've kind of taken that on board and they've kind of, I mean, it's all luck of the draw at the end of the day, right? But I've yet to see in the past set or two anything that looks crazy out of the ordinary. But I'm going to show off, and this is what we're all here for, guys. The SSB Vegeta God Rare. Now, when this was out of the pack, it was so... Oh, it was obviously hype, but they give you false hype, because if you pull the SPR Trunks Rare that they've made into the SPR variant, it's got a lot of gold on it as well, so you get this fake hype where it's like, oh my god, I think I pulled it, and it's like, nah, okay, I didn't. And, like, you know, you kind of get a little bit disappointed. But pulling it for real, I want to get that close up. There is texture all over the card. All over the card. You can see it in the bottom itself. I'm trying to get this, the shine on it for you guys, trying to get close up. Look at that. You can see it there. It's got this nice ring around him. I'm trying to get, it's kind of like he's powering up. You can kind of see it there on the right. Yeah, it's like an aura around his body. There you go. You can kind of see it way better there. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous card. I haven't seen anything like it. Obviously, it's its first of its kind, but I just mean, like, in terms of the detail, we've got like a gold border around the energy cost, the actual 8 as well. Again, like, looking at the centering, it looks pretty good. But take nothing away from this. I would love to know the rates of this. It's gonna be probably a few more days till people start to open up, you know, tons and tons of stock. I know some people, you know, might get stock early. They might go to multiple stores and maybe open up a couple cases, but, you know, the store might have them for pre-release as well. So some of the cases will get open for that. I think in store we maybe opened up another 4 to 6 boxes, I would say, for the pre-release event itself, separated from the actual purchases from players. And we didn't get to see another God Rare, or we didn't get to see the 2 SCRs. I think we saw 1. So I've also seen the mirror in flesh. But I haven't seen the actual Vegeta itself as well. But that is our case analysis, guys. I know everyone enjoyed the first one. It got you an in-depth look at what you can expect from a case. Super stoked to obviously get that God Rare. Can't wait to see what else they have coming forward, guys. I pray for all of you to get the chance to even see the God Rare, let alone have it as well. That's going straight into the pile. It's sent off to grading just to keep its form. Pray for 10s. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that video. We're always going to continue creating content. And stay tuned, because we've got pre-release packs as well that we want to jump in. We want to get one of each of those pre-release leaders from this set. But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe, leave a comment down below if you got the God Rare itself, or if you've noticed anything from your case as well in terms of rates. Thumbs up if you enjoy the video so we can get out there more. And follow us on Facebook if you haven't done so for all up-to-date information. Apart from that, guys, take care for now, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Cheers.